The push to predict when the world will end has gained momentum with the end of the Mayan calendar. And even if they're wrong, there are those already looking at other dates to fulfill their apocalyptic theories. The nearest date to it all is December 21st, 2012. As it nears, the fear that the world might end grows for some, but not everyone is convinced. Each day, more and more experts assure that the world's end is not just very unlikely, but nearly impossible for the Earth to cease to exist as we know it.
¿De dónde sale esto de que se va a acabar el mundo?
Where does the idea that the world is ending come from? Some say the Mayan calendar, but it's not the Mayan calendar. They are very arbitrary interpretations because with these things there is always someone looking to make money, and that's the case here.
Si tratta di una impresa.
It deals with an ideology from New Age which has strengthened over time and says that the Mayan calendar will end on December 21st. It's a very complicated calendar, but in reality, studies done by the Mayan had considered another calendar after December 21st. Experts explain that something similar happens whenever our modern calendar ends. There is no date after December 31st, but they say that does not mean the world will end. It just signifies the end of a cycle. Debated scenarios for the end of the world include an asteroid hitting Earth, a realignment of the planets or the poles, but NASA spoke out about the topic and called it a farce, saying none of those possibilities are likely on that date. The Vatican added its input as well. One of its most respected astronomers, Father José Funes, wrote an article in L'Osservatore Romano explaining that many astronomers believe the end of the world will occur on separate phases, but that none of those will take place on December 21st, 2012.
Son puramente supersticiones.
It's just superstition, but the important part is this. When will be the end of the world? When our Lord Jesus is known across the entire world. To think that only 20% of the world's population knows our Lord Jesus Christ, so you can sit down and wait, but we won't see the end of the world anytime soon.
Una cosa è certa.
There is one thing for certain, the end of the world will happen when the last person becomes a saint and will take the place of fallen angels. So we probably still have a few thousand years, and of course, our planet will end because the sun is a star that at one point will lose its energy, but we have millions and millions of years before this happens. NASA also explained that something similar happened as the year 2000 approached, and there was much speculation about a computer crash. In any case, we will have to wait until December 22nd just to be sure that the end of world theories are wrong.